Okay. Let's get this. Holy smokes, guys. Okay. Well, let's get all this stuff out of the box and go over it. We got another big announcement for the channel today, and we wanted to share it with you. So let's dive into it. What's going on, guys? Walter with the RC Addiction Vlog. Welcome back to the channel. Welcome back to the RC Vlog. Guys, today we have a very exciting announcement. So, if you guys are subscribed to the weekly newsletter from One Up Racing, you would have saw that our video was featured in this week's newsletter. And it was our video that we had done about the carrying cases that we had picked up at RC Plus up in Salem when we were up there for the Winter Series a few months ago. And One Up actually reached out to me asking me to use the video. And of course, I was more than happy to let them feature my video on their, weekly newsletter. I was actually excited, and I had told them, I said, I didn't shoot the video for any reason to get kickbacks or do anything or get anything from One Up. I do those videos about certain products like those cases. I do those videos because they do truly add value to my racing program, and I want to share that with you guys. And that's not me trying to make money off of anybody or do anything like that. That's me trying to share with you the true value that some of these parts can offer you to your racing program or bashing program, depending on what it is. I don't, everybody's doing different flavors of the RC. And for me, the racing stuff is kind of my number one thing. I like multiple different, racing genres, if you will, on-road, off-road, 10 scale, 8 scale, minis, micros. Like, I love all of those versions. But the off-road stuff's kind of probably my favorite, always will be. So that's what we have here is a box of goodies from One Up Racing. Their team up there sent me the goods, okay? The absolute goods. We're going to go through it here real quick and just give you guys a quick breakdown. Now, what I'm going to do, and you'll probably see these videos come out in the next couple weeks, as we will get each one of these opened up and break it down and do a little bit more in-depth video, if you will, especially when it comes to maybe these car-specific parts that we're going to test and see. If they work good, I'm assuming they will. I have plenty of One Up goodies on my cars already, especially my 10 scale stuff, and hands down, great product. Not doing that, not getting paid to say that, not, nothing. Just will advertise that is a good brand to run in any of the parts that they can replace on your factory buggy, stadium truck, short course truck, doesn't matter. So we will break down each one, do a little bit of an in-depth review on each one, but I will break down kind of what they sent us. Of course, you can see they sent us some sweet swag. I'm always a swag guy. I feel like that's the best way to represent either who you are and what brands you're with when you're at big races. I mean, everybody usually has their sponsorship t-shirt on. I'm not that cool yet. I don't have the cool one with my name across the back. So until then, I get to wear my sponsors and the brands that support me. I get to wear their swag. And of course, you guys have seen that I have my own swag. So make sure you check out the Shopify website, right? That we finally were able to get live. I know that was a little shameless plug right there for my own stuff. But yeah, anyways. We'll go over what we got. So they had saw in my original video that we got the fluids bag with all the different dividers. So they went ahead and hooked it up with all the fluids that go in there. Now, the nice part about this, and is one of the things that I talked about with them when we chatted, was that the case with those specific dividers are really sensitive to the fact that One Up puts their oils in these nice square bottles. Okay, now those dividers, I'm going to need something a little bit more. We're going to need a knife here. Those dividers, obviously, these square bottles fit perfect. So you deal with probably the opportunity for no leaking with them sitting a little bit tighter, because like some of the other brand oils that I carry, they just don't fit that great in the case itself with those dividers that are kind of designed for these square bottles. And I know that's probably something One Up did, which is super smart, because like that's going to make you, next time you run out of a certain fluid, it's probably going to make you go on their website and purchase it in the square bottle. Or if you're a dealer and you carry these oils in stock, like our boy Rick at EBRC Raceway, he has those on the shelf. He actually stocks a lot of 1UP stuff on the shelf, including a lot of the Team Associated and X-Ray and other brand car parts. So make sure you guys check out the 1UP stuff he has in stock. The other thing we have is another Pro Duty case. Now, we knew, like we told you guys, how important this case was because of how versatile it is with the different dividers. So we'll make sure that we show you guys what we end up using that for, which we're excited for that. We've also got a new Pro Pit scale. Now, nice part about a scale, having your own scale, when you go to the big races and have to deal with tech and you're not just club racing, you can do that and assure yourself that you are, meeting the requirements for each class right at your pit, so that there's no guessing game when you get up to the tech station. That's huge. Like, you want to have confidence in your build and your setup and know that you have no problems passing tech and that you can get your car down on the track as quickly as possible to start throwing in practice laps. That's a big one. That's a big one for me, especially going out of town. Like, when I am out of town, like, I don't want to rely on having to use somebody else's stuff. So having my own is going to be a huge thing for my pit. And then we've also got the Pro Pit tray from 1UP for our setup when we're traveling, and then a brand new 1UP Racing pit mat. So we're excited, guys. Just give you guys a quick rundown of what we got in our goodie box. Like I said, we'll do a little bit more in-depth review in the future here. We also, you guys will see more and more of those videos in that weekly newsletter from 1UP. So if you guys aren't subscribed to the 1UP newsletter, make sure you go to the 1upracing.com, go all the way to the bottom of the website, plug in your email, and then hit subscribe to that newsletter. And you guys would get the opportunity to not miss out on any of my content that way as well. So that's super rad. Yeah, we've got a couple big races coming up as well. We've got a big Mini Z race that's coming up at Poor Boys Raceway and Hobby. We have the April Classic that just got announced up at EBRC Raceway. I really wish I was able to make the Vision race, guys, up at PDX this weekend. I really do. I just, with the family situation that I got going on next weekend, I cannot make that race, and I apologize. I wish I was able to get up there to meet everybody, say hi, put a face to a name, and have some good racing and good battles with you guys, but we'll have to save it to the next one. So hopefully you guys enjoyed this video as much as I did. I was looking forward to shooting this video and giving you guys the announcement. So make sure you smash that like button down below. Make sure you're subscribed to the channel. Make sure you're subscribed to 1UP Racing. Make sure that you stay tuned. And guys, we will see you next time. We're going to do a little bit more reviewing in the next few videos.